some rotations of the wrists. You're going to take those rotations all the way to the top of the body, and then rotate the opposite direction, coming all the way down. Incorporating the elbows, sort of like a windscreen washer. And back the other way. You always find one part of the body likes to do things differently to the other. Bringing those down, we're going to come up all the way over the head. 2 counts, 3 counts, and 4 counts. And back the other way. 1, 2, oh, feel that crunch in the shoulders. 3, if you're younger you won't. 4. Alright, placing the left hand around behind the body and the right hand over onto the opposite hip, and just a little turn around to the back. Coming back around to the front. Same thing the other side. This one's going to come over to here. Right hand's going to come behind to sit this side of the body, and a slight turn around. Coming back to the front. Moving on to the feet. Going to lift the leg, rotating the ankle. Back the other way. Now the knee. And the other way. Alright, bringing that one out in front, to the side and behind. Whoops, can't go behind. Other way. 3 and 4. Other leg, bringing it up. The direction. Knee. Away. Out to the front. Behind. In front. And there. Now we're going to just stand in tree pose. So feet are hip width apart. Arms are just out gently to the side. Rotating the shoulders and dropping them back. Heads just gently on the neck. Closing the eyes. Inhaling, drawing the energy from above. And exhaling, sending that energy down through the feet, through to the ground below. Inhaling from below and sending that energy all the way to above. Just going to repeat this a few more times. Be aware of where your weight is, whether it's on the balls of your feet or the heels of your feet. Creating balance in the body. And release. We're going to go down to the floor now to start our practice. Okay. You can just sit cross-legged or with your legs out in front. So we're going to start at the base chakra, the root chakra, Muladhara chakra. And the mudra for this one is simply taking the fingers and pinching them together. So you've got like two little eyes. And these to me represent my sitting bones to get me into the area of where our root chakra is. And here we're going to visualize the colour red. So we're going to take 8 breaths here, thinking about the colour red. You can close your eyes if you like. Just inhaling and exhaling deeply. Red breaths. Base of the spine. So releasing our mudra, and we're going to move on to the asana. So starting off here, you can bring your feet out to the front. Right leg is going to come and sit behind, running along the right thigh. And the left foot is going to come towards the inside of the right thigh. We're going to hold each posture for 8 counts. You can once again close your eyes if you wish. The main aim of this posture is that both sitting bones eventually relax to be both on the ground. So you may need to shift your weight a little over to the right. Releasing the posture, moving on to the other side. Both legs can come out the front. Left foot now can go behind to run along the outside of the thigh, and the right sole of the foot can go to join the inner thigh. Holding the pose. Red breaths. Release. Bringing the legs out to the front. So here you can actually leave your right leg here. You want the heel to be in the center of the body. Then the left heel comes to join that. So you have heel, heel, center alignment with the body. Making sure the back's nice and straight. And release. So we're going to move up now to the next chakra, which is in between our hips, or just above. Sadhisthana chakra. So the mudra here is interlocking the fingers, placing the thumbs together. It's a really big circle. And this to me sort of represents the bladder. So we're going to hold this mudra and think about the colour orange. We're going to think about some orange breaths here. So inhaling and exhaling orange breath. releasing the mudra. Moving on to the asana. Both legs can start out in front of the body. Right sole of the foot is going to come up to join left thigh. Now here everybody is at a different level of practice, so you can just gently lean forward, or you can place your feet to the sole of that foot and bringing the head down to join the knee. For those of you that want to increase the stretch, you can place your fingers to the toes, drawing the toes back. This will increase the stretch in the leg. So here we're thinking about our orange breath. You will find after a while that the body will slowly ease down into the posture. Releasing and coming up. Moving on to our other leg. So left sole of the foot to right thigh. Making sure that leg is straight and facing upwards. Coming down for our second posture. And releasing. Bringing both feet together. Ensuring the back is nice and straight before going down. The hands can follow the length of the legs. Coming down. Relaxing. And coming up. We're going to move up now again to Manipura, which is just above the navel or just below the diaphragm. Here, if you place the hands together, bring the thumbs outwards, it's like a triangle. Alright? And here we're going to think about the colour yellow. So we're going to hold that mudra. You can gaze down through your mudra or just close the eyes gently. Yellow breaths. So we're going to move on to the asana. I'm going to turn sideways for this one, so I think you'll be able to see me better. I hope I've got that in the right position. So coming down onto the back. Now here we'll do a beginner's one and an advanced posture. So just bringing the legs up, toes pointed. It's a really good one for circulation. So this is for a beginner's level. And if you want a more advanced level, we're going to take that up, placing the hands behind the back, just gently here, and bringing the legs up. Once again, try and think about those yellow breaths as you hold the posture. Moving on to part 2 of the asana. If you are a beginner, you can just flex the toes towards your nose, and more advanced can come over, bringing the legs over the top of the head. Backs of the hands can just rest neatly on the floor. And we're going to come down slowly here. So if I put my hands on my buttocks, I can control coming down a bit slower, because you want to try and come down like one vertebrae at a time instead of coming down with a clump. So bringing the feet all the way to the floor. Then we're going to lie in Shavasana, so feet hip width apart, toes out to the side, backs of the hands on the mat, chin slightly into chest. The whole idea of this posture is that eventually the whole of the skeleton would be resting on the floor. But this is one where we're going to do some breathing. So if you'd like to put one hand onto the stomach, then you can feel the rise and fall of the stomach. We're going to inhale and feel the stomach rise, and exhale, feeling the stomach fall, feeling the navel falling all the way to the ground. Yellow breath. So now we're going to roll over to one side, pushing the body up, coming back to seated. I'm going to move up now to Anahata chakra, which is just like we did with our sacral chakra, just our one little eye, and placing it here at the heart. Here at the heart center, we're going to think about green or pink breath for 8 counts. Thinking about the colour pink or green. Releasing the mudra. Now this one is all about opening up the heart to the universe. So I might change to the side again. I'm actually just going to sit cross-legged for this one. You can sit on your feet. You can have your legs either side. So some people might wish to sit like this with both feet out to the side. But for me, my knees are not too good today, so I'm just going to keep them cross-legged. Part 1 of our asana, I'm going to move forward a bit. This is to come down onto the elbows, feeling the chest, pointing to the sky, head behind. 8 breaths here. You can feel it opening up the chest. Part 2, we're going to bring that back onto the floor. Arms can come and hug the elbows, and then come above the top of the head. So you should really be able to feel that chest is risen. Here, once again, if you wish to, you can put your hand onto your chest area so that you can feel as it inhales and exhales. So inhaling, your chest will rise. Exhaling, chest falls. Green or pink breaths. And coming up onto the elbows, coming up here. Part 3 of this one, we're going to give ourselves some love. So we'll start off with the right side. Right hand's going to go to left kneecap, left hand's going to go to right, and giving yourselves a big squeeze. Swapping the arms over, big squeeze. Okay, so we're going to move up to our next mudra. This is our throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra. So here, interlocking the hands once again, but this time you're going to have a really round circle for your mudra. So this is representing the throat and the throat being open, all to do with communication. And here the colour is blue. So you can either gaze into that mudra or just think about it in your mind. 8 breaths. Releasing that mudra. I'm going to come over onto our stomachs for this one. This is all about the throat. So we start off, feet are together at the back. Chin is on the mat and the hands are either side. So you're projecting the throat down to the earth. Part 1. Coming up to part 2, bringing yourself up onto the elbows, palms are on the mat. Head is looking up, you're extending that throat to the sky or forwards. Now we're going to come up, placing the hands all the way, extending that back, head is coming back. If you wish to incorporate the feet here, you can. Dropping the shoulders, I always hunch my shoulders from my ears. So You could drop the shoulders a bit. Blue breaths. And releasing. Once again, turning the body around, coming to the front. Going to move up now to the third eye area. The mudra here is a little different. You take your hands, bend the fingers in towards, and then bend them further around. That will make you like a heart shape. You see, that's like a heart shape. But here, those center fingers are going to come up into a point. So if you can see that mudra there, okay. Moving up to our third eye, Anja chakra. Holding the mudra. Thinking here about purple or violet breath. Thinking about the area between the brows. And releasing the mudra. So coming around onto the knees this time. Hands come clasped together and then come to the back of the head. But instead of being out to the side, they're going to come around to actually cradle the head. This is all about the third eye projecting down to the ground. So we're going to come down here and place that third eye towards the ground. The hands are on here. The weight of the head through this doesn't actually go on the ground. The arms are to take the support of the head. You can cradle those hands around it so that it doesn't go onto the ground. Projecting purple breath here. And releasing. This time keeping the hands forwards a little and the knees back a little. I'm going to arch the back, sending that weight to that third eye area. Once again, remembering the weight isn't actually on the head. Third part, bringing the feet together, tucking the toes under at the back, lifting up and shifting that weight to those elbows. Here, if you're lucky enough, you can do headstand. Purple breaths. And releasing. Now this is all about getting the blood flow to the brain, so it does make some people feel a little lightheaded. So just be careful coming up And here, just because we're in the position and it's such a good posture, we're going to do some cat cows. So just inhaling here, exhaling, that goes down. 2, 3, and 4. And coming back around to the front. We're nearly there. So we're going to move up to our crown chakra now, which is about 2 inches above the top of the head. For everybody it's slightly different. Joining the hands together so that they are completely together. It's like the world. Then the 2 little fingers come together into a triangle. So it's like the world with a glimmer of hope. Thinking about the colour white here. And releasing. So feet are going to start out in front. Left foot is going to go underneath the right foot. Right foot, if you're a beginner, you can just bring it to the front here. It's up to you. But the right foot's going to come out to the opposite side. Now the idea is so that you have right knee in line with right knee, in line with the whole of the body. Left arm comes up and the left elbow is going to come down to right knee. Then this hand gently comes across onto the side. The right arm is going to come behind, place behind you, and twisting the spine to look over that right shoulder. White breath. Slowly unraveling that spine, coming around to the front, bringing the feet back out into the front. Right leg's now going to go under. Left one's going to come over. Bring them into alignment. Right elbow to left knee and coming across the thigh gently. Right arm coming behind and twisting to look over that shoulder. White breaths. And slowly unraveling the spine. Third part of our asana is soles of the feet together. Knees out to the side, making sure you're up on those sitting bones and starting off with your back straight. I like to cradle my feet here. If you're looking for more of a stretch, you can actually use those elbows to stretch your legs down. We're going to bow forward to honour the practice. White breaths. and releasing. Just to finish off our practice, a lot of people here will sit in lotus, but this is just a practice lotus. So if we bring that right foot cross-legged and just bring the left foot up like it would be in lotus, and just holding this posture for a moment, thinking about your body, thinking about how good you feel, swapping the legs over, placing the right foot up. If you can do lotus, just do lotus. Here. So that's the end of our practice for today. Thank you for listening. I hope you feel stretched out, relaxed, and ready for a new day. Namaste to all you watching. Namaste.